Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your favorite Shut Up and React. I want to thank you for clicking on this reaction. Pardon me. I got bingo games going on. $15 entry to pick a number, win 200, man. Check the community wall and all that. When the board fill up, we gonna play. Fuck all that. Young Pharaoh doing an interview and explaining why he got abducted 7 times, man. Let's see. Hit the like button. Shout out to Real Tunes. This is his video. Go on over there and join up with him, subscribe, and all that other good shit. Let go.
Hey, Real Tone, there's some real money in the room.
You mentioned that you got abducted 7 times. Like, it's obvious that, you garner attention. A lot of people, like, attract to you. Like, since you've been doing this, since you've been doing the YouTube thing, you had millions of viewers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Why do you think, in your opinion, nobody holding you to nothing, but that they selected you for, to be abducted?
Great question, Real Tune. Great motherfucking question. Oh, that was a great question.
Like, honestly.
I always felt, you know what? I'm gonna tell you some things that I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I remember when I was a kid, I told one of my teachers I wanted to go down in history like Malcolm X.
What the does that have to do with the question Real Tune TV asked? I'm gonna play it in real time.
I always felt,
viewers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Why do you think, in your opinion, nobody holding you to nothing, but that they selected you for, to be abducted?
Look at his face.
Honestly.
I always felt, you know what? I'm gonna tell you some things that I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I remember when I was a kid, I told one of my teachers I wanted to go down in history like Malcolm X. I had a 6th grade teacher named Ms. Rozak. I said that to her. I wanted to go down in history like Malcolm X and make history, It's something in me, just always wanted to leave a mark in history.
So you started lying.
So whatever that is in me, and that spirit that was connected to that, maybe that's what they saw. On top of the fact, from what I was told during one of my interactions, is that I was super intelligent, so it was easier for me to receive a neurological upgrade, so that way I could channel or process information faster because I already had the ability to retain it. So it just made sense, to utilize me. And then also maybe because I didn't know my life as a youth would be that difficult, But maybe they felt like since my life as a youth was difficult, I was hardcore enough to be used.
Yeah.
Your life as a young kid was, I could pick out 63 million other little children, especially little black children, little white children too, that had the same hard upbringing that you had, bruh. Why they ain't getting abducted, huh? Why all these super intelligent niggas ain't getting abducted, huh? Man, if you don't get the...
You never got those are just my guesses.
Yeah, kind of like a rite of passage almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You have it rough so you could really have some appreciation on the flipping of what what you've been blessed with.
Have it rough so you get to go to outer space, nigga. Oh, you setting the cheese line. We gonna boom you to outer space, okay? Oh, you didn't have no clothes. Fuck it. That's the jet right there, the Jetsons jet. Meet Jane, his wife. The Jetsons, yeah. You had a hard life. So you get to get boomed up to Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. That don't make no fucking sense. Makes no sense. Mi cabeza en fuego. Yo, something is really wrong with me. This nigga does not. Oh man, I'm sorry.
I just remember. Like I think my first time I ever got abducted, I think I was like 5 or 6. I used to always wake up with nosebleeds. But outside of that, you know, it happened throughout my life growing up. And
so that means you got abducted because you got nosebleeds. My little brother used to get nosebleeds all the fucking time, and that nigga stayed right there in the projects, lower bunk, nigga. That nigga was always there in the morning. Oh, my nosebleed. Oh, hey Dell, you alright? You ain't go to Saturn or nothing like that. They ain't beam you up, nothing. No, nigga, my nose is bleeding. What the fuck you talking? Oh, alright, young Pharaoh had told me that when he was little, he got nosebleeds. That meant he was going out to Saturn and Uranus and all that.
And really more so, like a lot of people will play games and be like, you know, did I ever get touched in jail? Is that what I'm referring to? But I could look you in the eyes and tell you, I ain't never.
See, hey man, this nigga watch me. He just. Hey, bruh, I told you can pull up anytime. Anytime. That came from me. I said that because that's, in my opinion, the aliens were the people, the COs, and you went to jail. You had said some COs tried to rape you before. This is nothing new. The COs loved it. They loved you. So that's what I put 2 and 2 as. The COs was trying to get your 33rd vertebrae and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said, no disrespect to Houston, but the closest I ever came to some crazy shit I didn't even realize until I got the fuck out of jail was when I got down here. You feel what I'm saying? That's some Harris County shit. But other than that, I ain't never in my life seen or heard no gay shit throughout all of the jails I've been in. I ain't never even had a cellmate. It's actually illegal for you to have a cellmate. I've been in nothing but maxes. You feel me? So the only bunkmate I ever had was Earl Moss, and that was on an open dorm. It was me, him, his name Mustafa, and the Nigerian blood dude. I think his name was Michael. I think his name was Michael something. But long story short, yeah, that's the only
Nigerian blood dude. I think his name was Steve. This Nigerian blood dude. I think his name was James. I thought you was about to say Undaku, fucking Chikazuwa or some shit like that. That nigga said a Nigerian blood dude named James. Why Nigerian even gotta be a focal point if the nigga named James?
The time I ever even had a cellmate, you feel me? Or when I was in Wyoming, I was bunkies with a hat from New York. But outside of that, I feel like it really just happened when one day I was just tired in my cell and I just was like, man, I'm tired of fighting motherfuckers. You know, I'm tired of just fighting this case. I'm just tired of feeling like I gotta fight all the time. Like it's just me against the whole world. But then I remember like telling myself, like, even though I'm not in the streets no more, in jail still remember me from the street, you know? So I'm like, if you press me.
Peep how now we talking about some old jail gay shit. Alright? Peep how we ain't even talking about aliens no more. We somewhere else. We somewhere else. I can't even say. We somewhere else. We far out there now.
Me about some shit I did. I ain't gonna be like I didn't do it, you know? So like it was like, to me, I felt like even though I'm not active, niggas ain't never forgot nothing I ever did. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like, yo, remember you shot me? I'm like, yeah, I remember I shot you. What's up? And we shaking. You feel what I'm saying? The niggas would be like, you shot my man. I'm like,
what?
like, what's poppin'? Like, I know I like what it is. So I felt like, cause I ain't want nobody to feel like they seat me in jail when I turned, you know? Like, so I was like, I wasn't wildin'. I wasn't in there starting fights, but if you happen to see me and I shot at you. Like, you know, I got to fight you now. So long, it is what it is. But I remember one day I was in my cell and I just was telling myself, I'm like, man, whatever the is up there, that's righteous, you know? That's not a demonic or a deceptive or a trickery spirit. You know, I just put it out there in the ether, in the universe, and I remember just saying, like, man, when I come home, I just want to be able to live a righteous life. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to...
And then I went through and I shot at my baby moms. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, if you don't... I'm out of here, man. This nigga get on my nerves, y'all.